about a figure of speech called the personification. Dear listener, personification is a figure of speech in which human characteristics are given to non-human. Human characteristics, traits, behavior are given to non-human. Non-human, I mean, are given to animals, are given to things which we can say in biology like non-living things, and the living things apart from human being. That is the personification. So in order to have this figure of speech, there must be an object which has been personified. There must be an object or the thing which is given ability, given all the qualities of human being. Ability to perform, ability to say, ability to do things as a human being does. So that is the personification. So in our poem, we have a lot. The tenderness that asks where my wallet is. Which verse is that? The tenderness, with the tenderness that asks, with the tenderness that asks where my wallet is. The tenderness has no ability to ask. So here, we call it personification, or we refer to personification as a figure of speech. Why? Because the tenderness has no ability to ask as a human being does. So the word tenderness has been given ability to ask. So it has been personified and being given all the qualities. I mean the qualities of speaking, of asking as a human being does. But in a normal sense, in a real sense, the tenderness cannot ask. So this is personification. Also, with your passions chasing my bank account, in the two last verses, with your passions, I mean chasing my bank account. The passion, as you know, it cannot never chase the bank account. So also this is personification, as the passion has been given ability to chase the bank account, to chase the money, to chase the money. So passion, the word passion has been personified. So the object to be personified is very important to be identified, dear listener, when we are speaking about personification. Personification, of course, if you go through, you can see other, maybe probably other figures of speech which is personification, but at least the two can serve as personification. The third one is exaggeration. Other they call it hyperbole. This is another figure of speech. To exaggerate, meaning to give too much information than required. I mean, you exaggerate. Other they say you add salt to what you say. And of course, there are people who are good in exaggerating things. I am telling you that the same story can be narrated by two narrators, two individuals, and yet you find the text is very different, because one narrator can exaggerate the what happened, or another narrator can just use just normal language, words which are true and with no exaggeration. You can experience this when you watch movies. The same movie watched by two individuals can be narrated at a different angle. Either they exaggerate too much. They use even verbal communication. And if you are nearby, they speak with the actions. So they can exaggerate sometimes what is exactly the story was all about. Exaggeration is very important for emphasis. When you want to emphasize something or a point, for the leaders to understand better, then you can exaggerate the information. And exaggeration is used mostly with the media, those who are basing with media, hype media, like during advertisement. During advertisement, they exaggerate information. So let us go to the poem and identify the what has been exaggeration. What has been exaggerated, I mean. When I look at you and see my pay slip in your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. The second stanza. This is stanza. Here there is a figure of speech is exaggeration. When I look at you and see my pay slip in your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. This is the man who has exaggerated the information. Of course, when you look at somebody, really it's not that. You cannot see the pay slip in the eyes if you're looking, unless the pay slip is within the eyes, or it has been reflected from the object itself. So the man here exaggerates the situation, that this woman is exploiting him. He didn't get the best word to fix that, to say that. So he decided to exaggerate the information. So when I look at you and see my pay slip in your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. Of course, it has been exaggerated. The metaphor pay slip, I mean not the metaphor, the symbol, the use of the symbol, the word pay slip exaggerates the information. So the ability to see the pay slip in someone's eye, that is what we call exaggeration. So it has been exaggerated. The information has been exaggerated. Also we have another figure of speech, metaphor. Now, metaphor, this is a figure of speech in which two things are compared indirectly. Two things are compared. Two things are compared directly, not indirectly, directly. Meaning, it's a figure of speech in which one thing, you call one thing the other. You call one thing the other. So, one thing the other, like instead of saying Juma is a lion, you just say, instead of saying Juma is like a lion, you just say Juma is a lion. So meaning Juma and the lion, they are the same. Nothing, the characteristics, the behavior, whatever the lion, as you know the lion, what the lion can do, also Juma can do. So Juma is a lion. Juma is a lion. Not Juma is like a lion, no. You compare the two things. So Juma and the lion are compared because of their behavior and the traits and so on. So metaphor is a figure of speech in which two things are compared directly without the use of the conjunction. So there is no conjunction used here. I mean conjunctions like, than, those which are conjunctions which are used in comparing things. In our poem, we have to you I'm now a tool. To you I'm now a tool here. Never passion school. To you I'm now a tool. To you I'm now a tool is a metaphor. So the man has been compared with a tool. The man has been compared, or is comparing himself with a tool. So there is no difference the way this woman takes this man, or is using this man. No difference with a tool. So the man is compared with a tool. Maybe the way the man is used. You know, a tool, you can use it anywhere. You can use it anyhow, the way you like. That's a tool. But for if the man as a human being, probably sometimes you cannot use the way you like. But here we are told that a man is a tool now, has changed the role. It's no longer a man, but is similar to the way a tool can be used. So to you I'm now a tool. This is a metaphorical phrase. Metaphorical phrase. That is the metaphor.